guys. Today we're going to take a look at the subtopic of topic 8, chemistry base level, testing for halide in a solution. Okay, let's move on. So, in step 1, we should add dilute nitric acid to the solution which contains the halide solution, halide solution. So, most students ask this question: why we adding dilute nitric acid? So, why we adding dilute nitric acid is HNO3. So by adding dilute nitric acid, we can remove carbonate ions impurities which contains in which contain halide solutions. So if there are more carbonate ions, not CaCO3 actually, carbonate ions which contain from carbonate ion, uh, when there are more carbonate ions in solution, it will cause to give false results in this investigation. So by adding dilute nitric acid, we can eliminate this thing. Right. Okay. So then step two, we add aqueous silver nitrate solution. After we add silver nitrate solution, the halide ion containing the solution combines with silver Ag plus cation to form the AgCl, not AgCl, sorry, the any halide ion containing precipitate. So once the silver nitrate is added, the precipitate form gives a color. So I have mentioned here the color is given by the precipitate. So when silver combines with Cl minus ion, it gives white precipitate, and when it combines with silver bromide, it gives green precipitate, and with silver iodide, it gives yellow precipitate. Okay. So in many questions, they are asking to write you for the ionic equation which corresponds to the particular reaction. I mean silver nitrate with the halide ion solution. Okay. Here I have given an example for this equation for this for one reaction which is sodium chloride plus silver nitrate equals and equals. So here, first you have to separate the ions in the compound and remove the spectate ions like I've done here. Nitrate ions cancel out and sodium ions cancel out. So it gives this equation. So now in step 3, before we are going to discuss step 3, I'll remind you of. So why we go for step 3 to identify halide ions, although we have already identified the halide ion contains precipitate by the color. So we people, we have different color visions to person by person. So if the color is green for me, all those colors green looks green color for me. If I get silver bromine, it may looks yellow for you. So someone it may look like more orange color. So because of that reason we cannot go for a more distinguished result. So 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 to make a more reliable result, we move on for step 3. So here in step 3, this is one of the most important part in this investigation. In step 3, we had at the beginning, initially, we had dilute aqueous ammonia to all the precipitates, NH3. Right. So now we have all the precipitate AgCl, AgBr, and AgI. So initially we had NH3, which is aqueous ammonia to all the precipitates. So once the aqueous ammonia is added to all the precipitate which contain chloride ions only will dissolve in NH3, right? So only AgCl will dissolve. Other precipitate won't. So when the next we have concentrated ammonia solution in step 4. Right. So now we have already identified what precipitate containing AgCl. So we distinguish that sample. Now we have only two solutions, two precipitate, AgBr and AgI. So in step 4, we had concentrated aqueous ammonia to all solutions. Okay. So once we had the concentrated ammonia to all solution, to both solution actually, AgBr precipitate will only dissolve, right? But AgI does not, which means silver iodide on the silver bromide will dissolve, silver iodide won't. Right. Okay, I've given a solubility graph here. Uh, you can get more detailed idea about this the step 3 actually by the adding ammonia to identify the halide dam from this graph. So refer this graph before you go for exam. Okay. So at the end, I've asked you some most frequently asked questions. All in past papers, actually, most question asked from this part is from Unit 3 papers and some in Unit 2 as well. Um, so the first question: color of the precipitate form. Color of the precipitate form. So you know this is actually an inorganic part in chemistry. So you have to study, right? So since you are studying after studying the colors of precipitate, then the solubility of the precipitate in ammonia, you can answer this question easily, so easily actually. And so in ionic so the second question is ionic equation for the reaction takes place. So I've given I've given you a one ionic equation here, this ionic equation. uh, So you can refer the ionic equation as well. Some examples are given in the textbook as well. So and you should do more ionic equations yourself before you go for exam for practice. Then you can answer this kind of question easily. So in third equation, in which condition of ammonia that particular precipitate dissolve? So here I ask the condition mean is the whether the NH3 is concentrated or dilute. Right. Okay. So the fourth question I have asked why aqueous nitric acid is added to the solution initially. So I will mention this part earlier. Why we add the nitric acid to the solution initially to remove carbonate impurity. So I'll write it here to remove carbonate impurities from the solution, right? So you have to keep on this mind because this question is more frequently asked, more than other question. So right, uh, so we're gonna wind up our lesson today. So thank you guys for joining with me for today's lesson, and don't forget if you have any question to write on the below comment section. And so thank you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.